and we finally have real feedback from people who have actually played these characters. Not just kit descriptions, but actual hands-on impressions. And I want to answer the questions I keep seeing in comments and in the community. How good are these characters really? How restricted are they? Do Lucy and Rebecca actually need each other, or can they work independently? Let me just talk through everything beta testers are saying about all three characters. There's way too many woo-wah leaks, updates, and hidden changes dropping non-stop, and it's honestly hard to keep up with everything. That's exactly why this channel exists. I break down all the important info, fast and clearly, so you don't miss anything. So if you want to stay ahead of every update, make sure to subscribe. Lucy, she's the limited collab main DPS, and the character most people are asking about because she's the one you actually have to pull for. Beta testers are describing her as a technical, execution-rewarding main DPS who is built around heavy attacks and basic attacks, with a unique hacking and tune mechanic running through her kit. She has good personal damage, versatile range between close and long distance, battlefield control elements, and her ultimates look genuinely spectacular. The question most people have is she actually good, or is she just pretty? And the answer coming from beta is that she's good. Not universally called broken or the best character in the game, but the consensus leans toward good to excellent. Strong personal damage, fun to play when you're in flow, and she dominates in footage when players are executing her combos properly. The caveat, and this is important, is that she has a higher skill ceiling than many other characters. She rewards players who invest time in learning her rotation and punishes sloppy play more than average. If you prefer relaxed easy mode characters, Lucy might feel demanding. If you enjoy mastering a technical playstyle and getting that payoff, testers are saying she feels incredibly satisfying. The other thing to know about her flexibility, she works best with Rebecca, noticeably best. The synergy between them is intentional, deeply mechanical, and creates a power gap between running them together versus running her with other supports. Without Rebecca, she can still clear content and function as a Spectro main DPS, but you're accepting lower damage and less rotation smoothness. If you pull Lucy and don't have Rebecca, she's still usable but not at her ceiling. With Rebecca, who is free, she reaches that ceiling and the duo feels complete. More on that in a second. Rebecca. This is honestly the character that has surprised people the most in beta, and I think the reaction reflects that. She's a free 5-star Electro support and sub DPS, and the feedback is genuinely enthusiastic about how much value she brings for zero pulls. Her playstyle is fast, aggressive, chaotic in the best way. Dual modes, weapon switches, machine gun energy, rapid swaps. She captures the Rebecca personality from the anime almost perfectly. Testers are calling her gameplay crazy good, and the animations have been consistently praised as some of the best on a support character in this game. But the thing that's actually surprised people is her flexibility. She was expected to be a dedicated Lucy support and nothing else. That's not what the beta is showing. Yes, she has the deepest synergy with Lucy. The outro turret feeds Lucy specifically. The tune hack mechanics loop together. The team can hit around 40%. Heavy attack amplification together. It's a genuinely designed duo. But Rebecca's team buffs, heavy attack amplification, and ATK buffs on hack application apply broadly enough that she's working well with other characters too. Testers are mentioning Augusta, Carlotta, Camellia, General Quick Swap, heavy attack compositions. She reaches her ceiling with Lucy, but she has a meaningful floor with other characters too. For a free unit, this is a remarkable result. Build her regardless of whether you pull Lucy. The consensus is clear on this. She's a strong, low-investment addition that most accounts benefit from just having. The flexibility is higher than expected, and the fun factor is very real. Now the Lucy-Rebecca synergy specifically because I want to address this directly since it's the most asked question. They are designed as a pair. This isn't speculation. Their kits have direct interactions that only activate when they're together. Lucy scales on heavy attack damage and amplifies basic attack damage. Rebecca scales on basic attack and amplifies heavy attack damage. They feed each other. Rebecca's outro turret gives Lucy instant maximum heavy attack stacks when she swaps in. Lucy's outro provides ATK bonuses back to Rebecca. The tune hack and hack shifting mechanics chain between both of them continuously. When you run them together, you get 40% heavy attack amplification, which is the ceiling for this damage type right now. The standard recommended team from beta testers is Lucy, Rebecca, and Shorekeeper as the sustain slot. Verena and Morny are also being used successfully as alternatives. The team feels smooth, intentional, and when you're executing the rotation, Rebecca sets up, Lucy bursts, swap back. It clicks in a way that feels genuinely designed rather than just lucking into synergy. Can they work apart? Yes. Rebecca works in multiple team contexts. Lucy works as a Spectro DPS with other supports, but the gap between them together versus apart is real and noticeable. If you're pulling Lucy, Rebecca being free makes the decision easy. You're getting the duo for the price of one banner. That's an excellent value proposition. Lucilla. She's the Phase 2 character, and the one who's been flying under the radar somewhat, because the collab is dominating the conversation. Beta feedback on her is mixed, but leaning positive, and I want to be clear about what the mix actually is because the split is interesting. The players who are most positive about Lucilla are Glacio players who have Hiyuki. For that specific group, she's excellent. She feeds Glacio chafe stacks, applies Glacio resistance shred through her perfect skill timing, provides chafe damage deepen through her frostfall outro, and completes the Hiyuki composition in a way that nothing else currently does. For them, she's a must-pull. The community consensus is strong that she's best in slot for Hiyuki teams. Her dual mode system gives her independent value beyond just Glacio. In Echo mode, she provides Echo skill crit DMG buffs, and Echo DMG deepen for the next character, which has value in compositions beyond pure Glacio. Testers are noting this makes her future-proof as the Echo landscape develops. The criticism that keeps coming up is around her base moveset feeling average before the transformation. The second form, the ult, the finisher, all of that looks spectacular, and several testers specifically use the word majestic about the transformation. But the build-up phase, the regular rotation before you get there, feels more ordinary to some players. Not bad, just less exciting than the payoff. And the Forte circuit requiring you to build toward the transformation means the early part of your field time is functional rather than spectacular. The flexibility question on Lucilla, she's more niche than Lucy or Rebecca. She's excellent in Glacio and Echo-focused teams, less compelling if you have no Glacio investment. For players without Hiyuki, the case for her weakens compared to the two collab characters. She reruns in the future though, so the miss her now, get her later calculus applies here in a way it absolutely does not for Lucy and Rebecca. Putting everything together, beta testers are broadly positive on all three. Lucy is a technical, rewarding main DPS who performs best as a duo with Rebecca. Rebecca is a flexible, visually impressive free 5-star who outperformed expectations in terms of independence and fun factor. Lucilla is excellent for Glacio players and solid for Echo builds, more niche outside those contexts. The collab duo getting the most attention is correct. They have the deepest synergy, the most impressive animations, and the most accessible value proposition given Rebecca is free. But Lucilla is not a skip character. She's a smart investment for the right roster. 3.4 looks like one of the better patches this game has had. June 8th is the expected launch date. Subscribe so you